Hey Saints, my name is Shelby Downey and welcome back or to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, hello. Although I feel like I should be saying welcome back Shelby to your own channel because I have been MIA for a while. It's been a few months and yeah, I just kind of like disappeared, but I'm back. It's 2023, Happy New Year, and I'm excited to be back in front of the camera and chatting to you Saints just about things, I guess. So much has happened. 2022 kicked me in the butt. It was... Look, I don't know of anyone that can positively say that 2022 was their year and that they had an amazing, good year. I feel like the highs were really high, but the lows were extremely low and there was just no consistency. Kept kicking us when we were down, and 2022 was a year of lessons and patience. That's what I'm just going to sum 2022 up as, because it was a rough year. It was a rough year. It was a good year for many reasons, but it was a rough year in total. But somehow we did it and we're here, 2023. This year I'm channeling all of the lucky girl syndrome for myself. It's going to be a good year. I'm manifesting that it is going to be a beautiful, successful, abundant, and just happy year. And I wish the same for you. So yes, 2023, let's do it. It's going to be a good year. A lot has changed. There's a few things. Okay, first of all, you Saints are probably like, Shelby, where's all your hair gone? If you don't follow me on Instagram, this is going to be a shock for you because I have no more hair. Yeah, I've got a little like mother thing going on, I guess. I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, it's gone. I'm going to get more into that just now, but yeah, touch base with a few things. Shelby, where is the Mahindra videos? You were doing them so often and we haven't seen my Mahindra or any Mahindra videos in a while. Well, there's a very good reason for that, and that's like a whole topic, a whole story time, and you might get a story time, you might not, depending on the outcome of the current situation. I haven't had a car for 7 weeks. I don't know when I'm gonna get my car back. You may or may not get a story time. It's juicy, but you might not get one if it works out good. If it doesn't work out, well, story time is coming your way. So yes, don't hope for things not to work out though, please. We are manifesting only good things this year. So yes, a lot has happened. My parents have moved. A lot of random little things have happened, but it's been really good. These hardy-dars are so loud and obnoxious. They're excited for me to be back, I guess, as well, so here we are. But yeah, it's been a lot of lessons, a lot of reflection as well, I guess you can say. But the goods are really good, and yeah, look, a lot of horrible stuff happened, but I kind of wouldn't change anything. And hopefully, no, not hopefully, the universe is done messing with us. Okay, putting that out there. Lucky girl syndrome only. Everything's gonna work out. Yes, okay. Anyway, I hope you Saints had the most wonderful festive season. If you Saints celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a lovely Christmas. If you celebrate Litha or Yule, if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, and I hope your New Year's was a beautiful one and you got to celebrate it with the people that you love. And yeah, I just hope everybody has had a good start to your 2023. If not, it is still early and we can change it around. So yeah, we are manifesting only good things. Okay, so yeah, I'm back. Hi, and it's so good to be back. I feel like I've got so much to say, but this video is about why I cut my hair. If you do follow me on Instagram, I did do a bit of like a post and a few reasons about it on Instagram, but this is going to be my story time of why I cut my hair. Yeah, okay. So I had been wanting to cut my hair off for so long. Okay, so long. I was always terrified to do it. I always thought that I wasn't going to pull it off. I thought I was going to have a weird head shape. I thought I was going to look ridiculous and regret it the minute that it was gone. I was just worried about my femininity and my confidence, and I was like unhealthily attached to my hair, and I didn't by any means have like the most luscious mermaid, beautiful golden hair ever, but I loved it, okay? It was like, I was just unhealthily obsessed with it. I would never straighten it, I would never curl it, I would never blow dry it because heat was going to damage it. I had this like really strict routine of like things I would do to it after I washed it, and the products I'd use for it, and you know, it was like my baby, and I took a lot of pride in my hair, even though some days you wouldn't say so. We all have those days, but like I was obsessed with my hair, and it got really long at a point, and then I needed to do something and I really wanted to cut it and I didn't, and then I dyed it, and then anyway, it was just a lot, okay? Anyway, sidetracking. I loved my hair, always have, always would kind of thing. And I'd really been wanting to cut my hair for a long time, and my parents were always like, just do it, you know, like just, oh, it's liberating, do it, do it, do it. And I had spoken to my ex about it quite a few times, and he was like, don't you dare. We were doing long distance, and he would literally say to me, if you cut your hair, I'm not coming back. I had that like, oh no, I'm not going to be attractive, I'm not going to be beautiful with long, like without hair, and it was just a lot of negativity surrounding me potentially cutting my hair. And anyway, I broke up with him. I'm now in a healthy and very supportive, loving relationship, and I kind of raised the topic to Dylan, and I was like, oh, what do you think if I shaved off all my hair? And he was like, do it. Hands down, you would still be so beautiful, do it. So, you know what, and I'm not sitting here going, only do it if you get permission to. That's not what I'm saying. It was just, it felt so nice knowing that your partner would support you, is what I'm trying to get at. Because I feel like as much as, you know, you are an individual and it's your body and you can make those decisions and stuff for yourself, it's still really nice when your partner is supportive and encouraging of your decisions that you make. So that's more of like a, okay, cool, well, if I do decide to do this and shave off all my hair, he's gonna be supportive and not look at me and be like, why did you cut off your hair? I loved your hair. You know, he'd just kind of be like, well, I still think you look beautiful with or without hair. It doesn't change how I feel about you. It's pretty much what I'm getting at, right? Okay, anyway, so had that kind of chat, and I was just like, okay, cool, well, you're supportive, I'm excited now, yay. And then some like really hectic stuff happened in my life, and I was at like a really bad low, and I just felt like hair, I've always said this, like hair hangs onto memories, it holds onto them, and I needed to let that stuff go. I was just like, I really cannot have any of the memories, whether they're good or bad, but I can't have them hanging over me essentially and like smothering me. I wanted a fresh start. I wanted almost to like give a bit of a sacrifice, I guess, and shave off all my hair to be like, I'm starting fresh. There's nothing like binding me to anything anymore, you know? So I was like, I'm gonna shave off all my hair, and that's exactly what I did. We went out to my parents' farm and we held this beautiful ceremony there of just like release and renewal and stuff, and it was so incredible. And like, I don't know if you saints are familiar with any like Norse traditions, that kind of stuff, but I have this really beautiful ceremonial axe, and my dad cut my plait off with the axe as kind of like a, I don't want to say a maiming, but like a, yeah, hair was important, okay? And as Scandinavian ancestral like heritage, it was a huge moment for me, and I bawled my eyes out, okay? I cried. I was so like amped up driving there, 45 minutes in the car. I was like, yes, I'm so keen, I'm so excited. I got there and then it kicked in and I was just like, oh my gosh. And they have this beautiful river running through their property, and I spent time at the river and I was like sitting in the water just kind of like releasing everything, and I was like, was in the water and I was just going through everything that I wanted to let go of and start fresh, and just everything that I was ready to just let go of. And after that, came up to the top. My mom, she held a beautiful ceremony for me, And yeah, my dad started cutting off the plait.
Okay, as well, eh?
Maybe.
Yep. Okay then.
We just cut the last bit off with the...
Yeah, I feel like that might be a better idea.
Final few thin ones, and we're just about there. We're cutting the last ones now. See?
Shelton. Damn. Oh my god, that feels so weird.
Your head must be feeling so much lighter.
It's giving you a mullet here.
At least they got a big gaping holes on the back there, right?
Oh my god.
My mom started with like the actual shave and then I finished it, and it was so weird because when he started cutting it I bawled my eyes out, but as soon as that initial like shock of oh my gosh this is happening, just this overwhelming sense of like serenity and peace came over me, and it was a case of like I felt like everything was being let go and like I was getting lighter, if that makes sense. And it was just such a beautiful experience actually. It was honestly liberating. You know, you have this weight burden on you and you kind of let it go and like you surrender yourself to like, this is who I am, this is what I look like, and I can't hide behind my hair, you know. So anyway, it was really cool. And then I saw there were no mirrors at the farm, right? I had no idea, besides a photo that my parents had taken of me, what I actually looked like. So I was really like apprehensive to see my reflection, and I saw it for the first time in a window, and it was so cool. Like I just started smiling and I was like, this is so cool. And like the feeling of like a fresh shaved hair just feels so good, and it felt so me. It was just crazy. Like it was just so cool. Okay, it was just amazing. I'm at a loss for words. So yeah, I just felt really amazing, and I just had this overwhelming sense of like calmness to me afterwards. And I just feel like, you know, society as a whole puts so much pressure on, especially like women and their hair. You know, the longer your hair, the more feminine, the more beautiful. And it was just so much like unnecessary pressure that I think I was like unknowingly putting on myself with my hair. I know that sounds like weird, but I don't know if anybody else feels it, where, you know, you don't feel as beautiful if you wake up and you're having like a bad hair day and it like ruins your whole look, or like, I don't know. You know, I feel like you have that assumption of you're feminine with your hair. What if you strip your femininity away? And you know, you see women and stuff with no hair and you're like, wow, she's so beautiful without the hair, but oh my gosh, I could never do that. Until you do it, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so beautiful. and not in a vain way. Like, you exude this different kind of beauty, I feel like, when you don't have hair, because there's no like hiding behind it, if that makes sense. As somebody that has always felt very androgynous as well, like, I do identify as a female, but I am very androgynous. I dress sometimes very androgynous. I act very androgynous sometimes. So having that automatic like femininity taken away from me, it definitely has been quite like a, I wouldn't really say a shock, but a definite like eye-opener in terms of how I define my own femininity, because I had this overwhelming urge to be more feminine and like make myself more feminine without my hair, like dress more feminine, makeup all the time, dresses all the, and I felt so like not me in that. And then I stopped doing that, and I was just like, it's okay to be feminine and still dress androgynously, or if I wanted to dress a bit more like boyish and still be feminine, that's okay. It's just a construct. And it's been a really like weird like gender crisis, I feel like, for me, in a weird way, just redefining what femininity is to me and how I define myself as a female. So it's been really interesting and really cool at the same time. I definitely feel like I really like no hair. It's really freeing. It feels amazing. Like, okay, let me just tell you, the first time I drove with the window open and the wind hit my head, oh, the first rain, the first shower, the first time you sleep, the first time your partner plays with your hair at the back, just little things that you don't even realize, like, just they feel so good and so liberating, and like connects you so much more. And I know that's weird, but you feel so much more connected to the things around you when you don't have hair, because you're experiencing them like on your scalp. It sounds so weird, but it's so cool. One thing I can't wear anymore is hats. Okay, like I used to be able to always wear any kind of hat that used to suit me. Hats and me do not go well together now. I look horrendous wearing a hat. Okay, I can't do it anymore. But alas, yeah, so it's been so cool just like rediscovering myself and my own confidence in this whole journey, because I remember like the first couple of photos and stuff that I took, I didn't like them, and I was like, no, I can't, like I felt so exposed, and I couldn't just like fix my hair and change my angle slightly, because it was a case of like, well, my face still looks like that and you don't have the hair. How many times do you take a photo and you're like, oh, this is a cool photo, but my hair needs to be different. And then you get a photo and your hair looks amazing, your face looks like average, or you're pulling like a weird face, and you're okay with it because your hair looks amazing. Now you don't have that. Now you're just like, this is what you look like. This is how I come. Hello. So the first photos that I took, I was very like, I felt a bit like beaten up about, because I was just like, I need to completely learn my angles all over again, because now I don't have hair that I'm trying to know, like, okay, well, this is my good side because my hair goes over this way and it makes like this little poofy thing here, and now I don't have that. So now I'm like, I need to relearn all my angles, I need to relearn how I pose, I need to relearn all these things. And it was a bit like, what have I done? But then you realize, hang on, this is so like pathetic to be worried about this, because it's fine. It's okay. Like, flip, people still don't know how to take photos and they have hair. So anyway, yeah, so that was a bit of like a weird situation for me, like first off the bat. I think that was kind of the only time that I've been like, what have I done? Is looking back at the photos and not feeling confident in them. But I've gotten better with that. I had like a proper photo shoot with no hair. We're actually going to be doing a couple shoot soon with my best friend Bron. She's a photographer. I'm sure you guys have seen her on the channel before. Yes, we're going to be doing a couple shoot with me and Dill soon, so that's going to be very interesting. with no hair. We're just diving straight in there. I think the photo thing was definitely the most I haven't felt like myself. Looking at myself and not like recognizing how to pose and stuff. But other than that, it's been really cool, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm falling in love with myself again, but like on a soul level and not like a superficial level, if that makes sense. It's been interesting seeing how my hair grows and the weird way that it grows. It's been like 2.5 months since I've shaved my hair, and for the first like I would say just over a month, every week I was cutting it short again. And then after a while I was just like leaving it to grow, and it had this weird like spiky thing here, and I have like a cow's lick here, so it like sticks up funny over here. But then yeah, I decided on the 1st of January, okay, this was actually my plan as to why I cut everything again. Firstly, because I really like it short. Secondly, I wanted to do like, I'm sure you guys have seen it on like Instagram and TikTok and even YouTube, where it's like a series of my face in a year, and it's like mug shots, and then like they take one a week for a whole year, and at the end of the year they like play it and it goes like and like the face check, you know what I'm trying to say? Yes. So doing one of those, but seeing how my hair grows within the year and how my face changes. And then I was like jokingly cutting like the sides to just like see what I'd look like with a mullet, and I really ended up liking it. So now I have a baby mullet that I'm gonna grow and see how that goes. I'm hoping to be able to get it to a length where I can like plait the top like a Viking, and then just have like this like plaits going over here. I don't know, but yeah, I think I'm going to keep it short for a while. I'm really loving it short. I really love the confidence that it gives me. I really love the no hassle. I don't get hot. I don't get like sweaty under my neck anymore. I love the easiness of it. I love the openness of it, and this is me, this is how I am. And it's teaching me so much about myself as well, just from like a level of self. Yeah, you know, it's also so great about having short hair. You can just shower and like your hair just gets wet, and then you go like this, and then it's dry like instantly. It's so nice. Also, with the buzz cut, like, I don't know if you can 100% see because it has grown a little bit since I did it like on the sides. I feel like I was going to the military from the side, and I was just like, this is such a vibe. I'm so here for this. I'm here for the badass, just lucky girl syndrome energy. Yes. Yes. I feel like, you know, everybody has their own reasons for why they cut their hair, why they wouldn't cut their hair, all that kind of stuff. But if you can, and I feel like if you are in that like mental space to be okay and comfortable and supported with you doing this decision, do it. Do it. It grows back. It's just hair. It's literally liberating and life-changing, and I would highly, 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 highly recommend you shaving off all your hair. I also donated 40 centimeters to cancer so they can make a wig, so you can do something really positive and stuff as well, for somebody that, you know, it wasn't their choice to shave their hair off. And I think when you do shave your hair off, you have to do it from a sense of like, you have a choice. Somebody that didn't have a choice to lose all their hair. And you know, as much as I'm sitting here saying, do it, it's amazing, it's life-changing, if you're not in a space where you want to, or it's not your choice to lose your hair, it's a different story. So again, I say, if you are in a space where you are wanting to, then do it. If you have reservations about, you know, your confidence, your femininity, or all that kind of stuff, like, you're gonna be so beautiful regardless. But it's your choice at the end of the day, and for somebody that doesn't have a choice, it's a different story for that, you know. So I'm not sitting here and saying that, you know, people that have lost their hair or have had to have shaved it because of chemo or anything like that, then they should be happy about it and yay, it's liberating. That's a different story. That's not their choice. You know, choice is such a huge thing, and you have the choice to do this. And if you have the choice and you make that decision, enjoy it. Enjoy it. But yeah, I'm in love with my hair, and yeah, I really like it, and I guess that's some of the reasons why I shaved my hair. And I've only been called so once by an old lady. She was standing behind me in a queue, and she wanted to get like past me, and she was like, "Sorry, sir," and I like turned around and she was like, "Oh ma'am, I'm so sorry," and I was just like, "It's okay." But otherwise, yeah, I feel like just because you don't have hair doesn't mean you're not feminine. Okay, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me going on about why I cut my hair and why I love my hair being cut. And if you have any questions, or you have any, like, I don't know, anything you want to know about me with short hair, or just short hair, or not having hair, or anything like that, leave a comment in the comment section, and I will so happily either make a video or answer them. And yeah, thank you guys for your love and support, and I'm so excited to be doing this year with you, Saints. So I will see you guys soon with a new video. Have a beautiful day.